What's going on, guys? So we're on this job today over at my brother-in-law's house. He wants me to clear some of this rough patch he's got in his lawn. He's got this big field here behind his house, or on the side of his house, and I guess there's a bunch of pine trees in here that he ripped out with the excavator. And now all that's left in here is a bunch of like rubble and stuff. He had a fire pit in here at one time. There's still some stumps left over, as well as a bunch of bigger rocks and stuff like that mixed in here. And all of the ground here is all humped up. There's humps and then there's low spots. Like right here, you can see a huge low spot and then it ramps up. So it's pretty much like this. I mean, this entire area, he can't mow it, he can't get in here, and he doesn't want to hit all this stuff that's in here. So what we're gonna do is use the BX, and I'm gonna start over here in the back, and we're basically just gonna take maybe like 2 inches or so off of the top coat here and just kind of skim this and bulldoze it and just kind of pile it all up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start over in this corner here because this is a skinnier area. This is only probably 10 foot wide here, and then once you get over here, it goes to like maybe 30, 40 foot wide, because it starts from here and it goes all the way over to here. So what I'm gonna do is start over here and just kind of work my way with the bucket, skimming all the sod off and taking all the debris with me. I'll skim it all into a pile right around here, and then I'm gonna push it this way. And then from then on, everything else is gonna go this way. So by the time I get done here, I should have a nice bank going all the way down the end here, and it's just gonna be full of rocks, rubble, bark, stumps, all kinds of stuff. And then someday coming soon, he's just gonna grab his dump trailer, back it up in here with his excavator. He's gonna load it, dump it in a dump trailer, and haul it away. He's also thinking about getting some fill or some topsoil in here today. When I get all finished up, he wants me to spread it. We figured the sooner he can get the topsoil down, he can throw the seed down, he can get some nice grass growing here before the dry season comes. But speaking of dry season, right now it is still pretty wet. Over back here is the wettest. I think he's got like a natural spring here, because you can see there's a lot of standing water. It's really wet and mushy over here, and this is pretty much the back edge where I have to start. So hopefully I don't make any ruts. And it's gonna be kind of tough digging, because you know how it is digging in the mud. All it wants to do is spin, and then it's hard to just take a little layer at a time because your bucket's wanting to go down deeper because it's so soft. So hopefully I can kind of start easy here and work my way out of this wet spot. But it does dry up about 8 feet up. So it should start getting a little bit easier by the time I hit this point here. And then from here on, it'll be pretty easy because it's pretty dry. There is one more wet spot here, but after that, this is all bone dry up here. So this will be the trickiest spot, but it's also the smallest area. And then once you get over here, it's drier, but we got a lot more area to work with. So that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing today. Stripping the ground here, leveling it out, and piling it up into a bank for him to haul away with his excavator. So I'm gonna get the camera set up, and I'll probably put it in time-lapse mode just because this is quite a bit of work here. So it should make for a decent video. So let's just jump on the tractor here and we'll get to work. All right, guys, well, here's where we're at with stripping this. It was very, very wet and muddy. Definitely a lot muddier than me or my brother-in-law thought it would be. It seemed like as soon as I went to strip it, the tire sank. But it actually don't look too bad for how I started out, because it was just sinking like crazy. It's really hard to, you really can't grade mud. You can't strip mud. It's just very difficult to do. You finally get a good bite with the bucket, and then your tires spin, and you sink into a hole. You're constantly adjusting your bucket up and down. It was very tough. Had I known it was this muddy, I just would have waited. In any event, we got it done. It doesn't look too bad now. We've got the bulk of it all stripped off, so all the rocks, the gravel, the bark, all that crap is all in this pile right here now. So now he can go ahead and use his excavator and load this in his dump truck and haul it away. I've kind of got it all so it's sloped down the hill here, as eventually he's going to put some drainage in here so it runs down to the creek down there. We're in pretty good shape now, so what we're going to do is we're going to let it dry up a little bit, and I'm going to come back, and then I'm also going to grade this hill out a little bit more. It's still humped up right here, so I'm probably going to start the cutting edge somewhere around here, and I'm going to knock all this down and bring it down. But that's gonna take me a while, and he needs to move this pile first before he wants me to put any more there. So I'm gonna come back on another day. We'll knock this hump down, and then we'll spread the topsoil once this dries up a little bit. Now what we're gonna do is he's got a couple little spots over here that he wants me to spread. He had some topsoil brought in because they put a water line in up here, or a gas line, one of the two. And so he brought some topsoil, and he's got some piles over here. So there's this pile here. He just wants me to spread it before I leave real quick. He's got it already dumped right where he wants it. He said just spread it out where it's at. There's a pile right here. He wants me to spread this in. There's a big rut right here, a big low spot. Pile here I'm gonna spread out. Another little pile here. And then over here by the road, right over here by his little driveway, you can see there's a nice big pile here. So we're gonna spread this out as well for him. Basically just wants to spread out right here. There's a stump here that he doesn't really want to dig out, and this is a big low spot. So I'm just gonna move some of this material, bucket it over to here, and I'm gonna use a lot of that for right here. And then whatever's left of this pile, I'm gonna spread out right here. So then he'll at least have all that taken care of, and he ain't gotta do that by hand because he's been doing it all by hand. He's got an excavator, but it's too heavy for the lawn. It just ruts everything up. So he figured while I was here, he's like, if you want to do that before you leave, that'd be great. So let me catch up with you guys when we get done with that. guys, I got the tractor all loaded back up again. I'll show you some of the topsoil we spread here. So here's one spot that we spread. This was where that bigger pile was. I had my brother-in-law, he threw some seed on here afterwards, spread it out with the tractor, then we raked it all out because this stuff was really, really wet. We had just gotten a lot of rain, so really I should have waited another day or two before I came up here and did this work for him because it was really wet. I mean, even the topsoil was wet, the ground was wet. But in any event, it was just a little extra work, a little extra raking, that kind of thing. I was trying to keep off it with the tractor because when topsoil is this wet, you know, you drive over and it packs in like concrete. So I basically just spread the brunt of it and raked the rest of it out. But here's the other spot over here that we did. Over here by the sign here, this turned out really nice. We filled in all the low spots. It was really low right here. It was like a big dip. So I filled all that in. Filled it in around this sign because it was low here as well. And I filled this in as well. There was some ruts from when people backed out of the driveway, they were backing up into here. So not only was it low, but there was also some ruts there. So that's all filled in now, it looks good. And then we raised it up a little bit over here and tapered it down. And the last spot is on the other side of my truck, which is actually the first spot I did. And it was right over here on this hillside next to his other driveway. This spot here, I dragged it out because it was real low and through here. So it's pretty much back dragged in each direction and then raked it out. So turned out pretty good. He's happy. He's got all that, his front yard looking good again. And we've got everything back here scraped off. Once things dry out a little bit more, he's gonna bring some topsoil in. We'll throw some fresh topsoil over there for him, get it all graded out. I'll bring you guys back here when we go to finish up that job, but that did turn out good. He's happy with it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get wrapped up here. I got everything loaded up, so I'm gonna go home and got a bunch of stuff to do back at home. So I'm probably not gonna have time to edit this one this weekend, but you guys already got a video this weekend. So this will be a next weekend video for sure. And after that, we got another job to do as well. Got to go spread some gravel where my buddy Matt works. He's got a big driveway up there that his boss is gonna bring some gravel in so we could spread that and clean up his parking lot a little bit. He's got a lot of potholes. So we're gonna get that spread. So hopefully that's gonna be the next job we're gonna be doing. And then we'll come back here once things dry up and finish this up. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe as always. We'll see you guys in the next one.